Muy buenas, continuamos con The Witcher y vamos a cobrar nuestra recompensa por quemar a los cadáveres podridos. Ay, a subir de niveles, ¿verdad? ¿Cómo que no puedo hacer esto aquí? Ah, no me dejan. Aquí sí, vale. Personaje. Deberíamos mejorar un poco la magia, ¿no? Es que no sé hasta cuál es el nivel máximo. Reducción de daño 5%. Let's go. Debería hacer como en el de Witcher 1 y farmear experiencia también, ¿verdad? Aunque aquí por lo que veo no respanean tanto los bichos. No te vayas, próximo. Que sí.
I'm here about the Rotfiend contract.
What about it?
The fiends of Rot.
Se han podrido para siempre.
Well done. We lost many patrols to them. Here's your reward.
¡Hala! Dame dineritos. Y ahora... Corderos descarriados. A ver si sale alguna marca. No, no sale ninguna marca. Entonces ya los encontraremos. La teoría de la maldición. Habla con Jaskier y Desmond. Venga, vamos a hablar con ellos. Desmond, aquí sí, pero Jaskier también está aquí. Cabrón, el Jaskier, cómo se enrolla ahí con los reyes.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin. Grown lads with their arses in the air.
¿Dónde están entonces? Coño, están en el otro campamento. Pero si el rey estaba aquí. El rey estaba en esta cabaña. Me han tangado. Cabrón.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin.
Pobre Odrin, el que decía que éramos como hermanos y lo he traicionado.
Here to visit your old friends?
Just looking around. You?
A lengthy stay in Henselt's camp, and one is likely to become somewhat Kaedwenized. I'd like to avoid that.
Rightly so.
¿Vista Sheala?
I wonder what Sheila's doing in Henselt's camp.
You're not alone, because she's wondering what you're doing at the king's side.
How do you know?
She asked me about you.
What did she want to know?
I have no idea. I realized right off she was sniffing. I told her she could smell my fingers if she wanted. That'd be all she'd get.
And she gave up.
Mm-hmm. See how careful I am?
Claro, claro. ¿Has probado suerte con Vess?
Have you tried to, approach Vess?
Thought about it. On the one hand, I've never rogered a soldier, but on the other, the clean clang of steel against steel at an intimate moment could put off even the most attentive lover.
Bueno,
Why do you
pregúntale
I'd just like to know.
I
Geralt.
heard you dueled each other.
You heard right?
You came out on top in the arena. Maybe you should try her in another scene.
Ya lo he
Could be
hecho.
interesting, I guess.
Really? You slept with her?
Mm-hmm.
And how was she? Spill it.
Well, there was no cling-clang of steel. Henselt's camp is abuzz with rumors about the events 3 years ago.
When you burn a sorceress at the stake, rumors spread faster than the seed of a lascivious baron.
I know you primarily value sorceresses for their firm busts, but I'm curious. What do you think of Sabrina Glevisig?
Sorceresses complain about feeling underappreciated, persecuted even. But let me tell you, Geralt, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If they didn't meddle, they wouldn't be burned at the stake. They keep whining about the horrors that took place on Bannon Island, about the order of the world being destroyed. But let me ask you, who brought that about, if not them and their scheming?
Presiento que encontrará a Jet.
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss, Yennefer, that's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have 2 women, when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I'll find Triss as soon as I've dealt with the assassin.
What about Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her. Heard anything about Letho?
They say he's hiding in the ravines. He's not alone.
I know.
I fail to comprehend exactly why you have it in for him. He escaped, so what? You're no king, and as such are hardly in danger.
Quiero conocer el motivo de las muertes, le conoce mi pasado, luego limpiar mi nombre. Joder, es que estas dos... El motivo de las muertes me da igual, son reyes al fin y al cabo, pero... Limpiar mi nombre o conocer mi pasado. Limpiar mi nombre.
I'm tired of having to explain that I'm not the Kingslayer.
Henselt believed you.
But he's still not sure, and I don't want him doing me any favors.
Let's say you catch him. What then?
Depende.
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head. I found a letter addressed to the people of Kaedwen.
A letter? So?
It's your drivel, idiot.
Where'd you get that idea?
I know you. Not to mention you had the gall to quote me.
You're not the only witcher in the world.
So, you admit it's yours?
Sure, it's mine. People have had enough of that pompous clown colluding with Nilfgaard. I decided I needed to open their eyes a little wider.
Any idea what that pompous clown's going to do when he finds out who's opening his people's eyes?
How would he find out? It could only come from you, and I assume, at least I hope, you won't rat me out.
They're going to kill you.
Nah.
Why did you poke your nose in this?
Henselt approached me to write a few panegyrics about him. You know, singing his praises. Can you imagine that? Me? Writing a political pamphlet? Who the hell does he think I am?
But that's exactly what this letter is.
Possibly. But it's for a good cause. Henselt's a prick.
Ay, Dios mío. Maldito. Ya tengo que hablar con Desmond. Estará si estará. Es que el Jaskier este nos mete en cada follón el cabrón.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts. It won't, Justice. Spoiled my day.
Busco información sobre la cacería
You must
salvaje.
know a lot about the Wild Hunt, as one of the reigning majesties among mages.
I simply cannot concern myself with folk tales about corpses flying about on intensely emaciated steeds.
The Wild Hunt's no myth.
¿Sabes algo nuevo de la
Learn
maldición?
anything new about the curse?
A mage on the other side of the fog is also probing the battlefield. A sorceress.
How do you know?
You shall know them by the fruit of their spells. Magic differs with the brain type that generates it. The female mind is simply laid out differently.
It could be Triss.
No, Witcher, it's someone far more powerful.
Necesito más datos. Tengo otra pregunta que hacerte. Todo esto ya lo he dicho. ¿Has hablado con el rey?
Spoken to the king yet?
Indeed, he was delighted to hear he can be cut from the curse.
Great, because I need the medallion of the priest known as Crest. I heard it's in Henselt's possession.
He'll give you nothing until you free him from the curse. Truthfully, I believe I understand. You have a good chance of perishing when you confront the Draugrs.
Give me a break, Deathmold. The two of you are just afraid I'll leave this entire mess in your hands.
Ah, that is something I do not fear at all, for I know exactly why you are here. As for the king, you may curse him and scold him and call him a fool if you wish, though it's not something I would advise.
I found Trot and a few other enthusiasts of the square coins.
Did you learn who leads them?
No.
Any survivors?
No.
Oh, you might at least have spared Trot. I'm sure he had secrets.
Hay recompensa por la cabeza de los conspiradores, pericia o pasión.
Any reward for the conspirators?
Indeed. A nice round sum per head.
El dinero nunca sobra.
I could use the gold.
How many were there?
Vincent and 5 others.
You killed 6 men. You and your kind should be isolated.
The reward?
Is yours. Here.
Vale. Pues esta ya está terminada también. A ver, ¿dónde mierda está el rey? Y la pava.
I've had about enough.
¿Dónde desapareció el rey y la pava? Las tetas gordas ya no está por aquí tampoco. Y no me acuerdo qué necesitaba para quitarme el puto tatuaje.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coin.
Ah, mira, está aquí. Me quiero librar de ese tatuaje.
Know how to remove a tattoo?
No problem. I'd need some green mold, white myrtle petals, and wolf's aloe.
I'll be back once I've found the ingredients.
Aloe verde. A ver. Esta no se puede abrir. Ahora se pone a llover encima. Pues nada, vamos a ver. El símbolo de la fe. Una maldición de Henselt. Lleva. Símbolo de la muerte. El símbolo del odio. A ver, ¿dónde está Kaedwen? Vamos a echar la mierda de los pulsos, venga.
Bit scared of going against the saint.
Aquí
The
no.
enemy have fed you their propaganda.
Ah, what if she's
Something's
brewing
brewing.
and I'm prepared?
Looking for something?
Echar un pulso.
I heard some tough men serve in your company.
You heard right.
Care to test that with a little arm wrestling contest?
Why not? If you want to wrestle.
Hola,
I need
señor
to see some
Feli.
orders.
Comencemos. 10 horas.
Let's do this.
Vamos a ver. Vale, esta ha estado bien.
Your paws are strong as a bear's. I'll give you that.
Yours are strong for a human's, I guess.
Ahora me falta... ¿Qué? Ah, Randall puede ser...
it?
Que echa un pulso.
I heard you and your men arm wrestle a bit.
What's it to you? That sport's only for the strongest.
Do I look like a wimp to you?
Truth be told. But I'm willing to test you. If you want to wrestle, put down your orange and we'll get to it.
Venga, 10.
Let's do this.
minijuego. Venga. Bien.
You're tough.
Vamos, siguiente minijuego.
What do
Amagos.
you want?
Si le echa un pulso.
They say blacksmiths are strong. I say they're fat.
Yo digo que son unos
Say
nada.
I can show you just how strong we
Hijo
are.
de vida.
Careful you don't snap something.
Show me your coin if you want to wrestle.
Vamos para allá. Joder, este ya me pide 20 de principio. Es que entre los Quick Time Event del boxeo y la mierda esta...
My hand, damn you!
Might want to put a cold compress on that.
Está lloviendo. No le hace falta. A ver, ¿dónde es el siguiente? En el campamento alto.
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do?
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs.
Este... ¿Qué órdenes tienes?
Is Henselt paying you to wait?
Curiosity itching you, Witcher. Not the best trait to have in wartime.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Deathmole's given us silver-plated weapons and protective amulets. On your advice, as I heard it, we're to observe the mist and, if need be, drive off the wraiths.
¿Cuántos hombres tienes? Así me gusta, así me gusta. Eso es lo que tienes que hacer.
Watching the fog.
Hombre,
I've got them
tanta
spread out in
vagancia,
small
tanta
groups around
vagancia.
campfires. And how many we number? Well, that's my concern alone.
¿Te has fijado en cómo se propaga la nieve?
Since you're already watching it, pay attention to the size of the cloud. You need to know if it's expanding.
Well,
How fast?
it's almost imperceptible, but it's constant. A foot, perhaps 2 a day. What does that mean?
Means I have to hurry.
Joder. Estuviste aquí hace 3 años.
Were you here 3 years ago during the last battle for Vergen?
Bradley's blue banner was. They were decimated by mages. The survivors enlisted with us. They weren't eager to talk about it, and we didn't press them.
No lack of work for your kind.
Mercenary might just be the surest profession these days. Sign of the times.
Bueno, ¿cuánto te paga Henselt?
Does Henselt pay his mercenaries well? Call it professional curiosity on my part.
It's no secret a lump sum of 20,000 Novigrad crowns awaits, to be divvied up between those who survive.
So the more of you die, the greater the take per head.
Yes.
Joder. Yo soy un incentivo para que cuando vaya a acabar la guerra se maten
I
entre
heard you
ellos,
gained
¿no?
fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna. As it turns out, it was worth risking our necks.
I knew one of your kind once. A woman by the name of Rayla.
Killed by an elf's treacherous arrow. She made a mistake. Let her emotions take control. This profession requires cold calculation.
Must be fatiguing, fighting all the time.
I took a little time off recently. Something along the lines of a honeymoon. But I like my
Algo
craft.
parecido a una luna de miel. ¿En serio?
I wouldn't mind learning some details about Brenna from someone who played first fiddle there.
Constable Natalis commanded the Nordlings. The Nilfgaardians mounted a vicious attack. And if not for us and the Dun Banner, the collected armies of the North probably would have shattered into bits. Luckily, we showed up at the right time, withstood the assault and came out victorious. We earned every last copper we were paid. 50,000 Nilfgaardians shattered their teeth trying to bite at us.
Joder.
Menno Colhorn,
Putos amos
their
estos mercenarios.
commander-in-chief, chose death over humiliation. Like in every battle, it was a question of timing, taking advantage of the foe's missteps, and a bit of luck.
Venga, echamos un
Let's
pulso.
talk arm wrestling.
Go on. As you're a witcher and I'm a mercenary, neither of us should wrestle for free.
50. Hijo de puta. Venga, vamos, 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 vamos. No, 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 no. ¡Oh! ¡Oh! ¡Hijo de
Lucky
puta!
that Nilfgaardian at Brenna wasn't as strong as you. Or Adam Pangrat would be a heap of white bones right now.
Lucky for you, we were only playing for coin.
I venture to say there's only one man who stands a chance against you. Numa.
Numa? What kind of name is that?
He's a circus artist. The mighty Numa, they call him. Apparently he grips like a vice. The word has it in sheets.
How?
Performance-enhancing potions. The undetectable kind.
I'll be sure to seek him out someday.
You'd know best if he's using his muscles or alchemy. The whole camp's going berserk looking for the
Bueno, pues otra misión hecha.
Scavenging around the tents like idiots.
Vamos, ¿qué más nos falta por aquí? A ver, el símbolo de odio. ¿Hay algo?
Where are these coins from?
No hay nada con el símbolo del
I
odio.
smell a rat.
El símbolo de la muerte. No hay nada con el símbolo de la muerte tampoco. ¿Cuánto mapa queda todavía por desvelar? Símbolo de fe. No hay nada con el símbolo de fe. Una cuenta que ajustar, la teoría de la conspiración. Espera que se desarrollen los acontecimientos. Sí, pero es... Venga, vamos a buscar la maldición de la sangre. Está aquí. Uy, si ahí hemos estado antes.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs until this mist lifts. It won't just disappear.
Cuidado, un Tergur entrando al Warframe.
What else am I to do? This mist's driving me crazy.
A ver, ¿dónde está la salida?
I'm just blue.
Tengo que buscar materiales para hacerme las espadas meteoríticas. Ya, no me jodas, es que parece un monstruo. A ver, ¿por el campamento o por abajo del campamento? Creo que por abajo del campamento. Por aquí. F5.
Oi, what you doing here?
Necesito inspeccionar el lugar.
Get out of the way. I need to inspect this area.
Be careful. They say stepping in the ashes brings bad luck.
Get us out of here, will you?
You came here on your own. You can get back on your own.
This place is crawling with drowners. I mean, we'd have stayed in our tents on our arses if we'd known. We're safe in the circle, but 3 feet outside, and who knows what would happen.
Os ayudaré.
All right, we'll go back together, but let me look around first. Apparently, it's bad luck to tread on the ashes. Strange aura. Let's take a closer look.
Examina el pedestal.
Carved from a solid piece of stone. Reusable, you could say.
Al viejo no te lo dirás como a vez. ¿Ves? ¿Ves? Con V. No, está claro que no. Está claro que no.
Candles, amulets, coins. People make offerings here like they would at a shrine.
Coge la moneda cuadrada.
Square coins adorned with a fish. I guess the plotters like to come here.
Examina las velas.
Candles. The stench is worse than Zoltan's boots. Nothing unusual about them otherwise.
Coge la carta.
Let's see. An unnatural stillness typical of intersections and places where streams of the power meet. Unnerving but harmless.
Examina la tierra. Examina las huellas humanas.
People seem to be staying away from the wheel. They're afraid, while the gifts are at a safe distance from it. Except for one person. With Kaedwen army issue boots. Glad to know I'm not the only one to desecrate this site.
Y ahora los animales.
Animal tracks. Dogs, wolves, bears, even birds. You'd think this was a feeding ground, but they all fear the circle. Except for cats. Their tracks are everywhere. One even napped on the pedestal. Triss once told me cats like to sleep on intersections. They're the only beasts apart from dragons who can draw
así
the
está todo el día
power.
durmiendo
They clearly
Bastet.
like this place.
Y ya por último,
Sabrina was nailed to this wheel.
grado de carbonización.
Something protected the wheel from the flames. It's hardly scorched. Fresh holes and splinters. Someone's pulled nails from the wheel recently. I better take one, just in case. I need to bring the king here. I need to reenact the execution. If I can only summon Sabrina's ghost, I could force her to lift the curse. The Draugrs and the mist will remain, but at least the king will be safe. I need to know what happened here. Witnesses of the execution, they're the key. If I can just find out how Sabrina died, I should be able to free Henselt of the curse. 2 leads. Sabrina's cultists and the nail thief who's obviously immune to the aura of this place. Time to question some soldiers.
You've looked and touched your fill, right? Let's get out of here.
¿Habéis encendido esta vela?
Did you light those candles?
We did.
What's it to you?
From what I've seen, it's not safe here.
The beasts are too scared to come near the circle.
Maybe, but you gotta leave the circle to return to camp.
Help us get back!
If you all know this area is infested with monsters, why the hell did you come here?
On a kind of pilgrimage to visit the circle.
Feel their eyes on you. They're watching us. We won't get out alive, superstitious idiots that we are.
Don't you believe the visionary? You don't have to. But it was worth a try, right?
Old idiot. It's his fault we ended up here.
¿Quién es el
Who
visionario?
is this visionary?
He's behind all this. He talks of miracles in the circle.
I believe him. Know why? He lives deep in the valleys, but something protects him from all those harpies.
¿Visteis la ejecución?
Did you see them burn the sorceress?
3 years ago. We both served under Henselt then, but only the 5th Company guarded the stake.
They say the king never wanted to make a spectacle. Some soldiers never come here, but others visit the circle to check the remains.
You're just like them. To you, it's only a superstition to make money from. You're looking for old nails in the ashes.
Like that shitbag who trades outside the inn.
You're mistaking me for someone else.
Really? Give us the nails.
Here, take it.
Really? Ta!
How did you manage to avoid the drowners on your way here?
The visionary was with us. He led us through, then left.
I don't like this place.
Thought you'd want to stay the night here.
I know at least a few places I'd rather sleep.
Es un poco clasista, déjalo, no lo entendería.
They've been fighting over these hellholes for generations.
I get goosebumps every time I go outside the palisade.
Guess Civic was right.
Soy, no un poco, soy muy clasista con esas
You'll be
cosas.
whistling a different tune when the mist lifts and we attack Vergen.
The visionary's a right bastard leaving us here.
Bueno, venga.
Shit, you stink.
Y ahora os esperáis que recojo el botín de guerra. Esencia de agua. ¿A qué? ¿Os movéis o no os movéis, cabrones?
Drowner lairs. Not the best spots for picnics.
Curses on him! If it wasn't for you that have
Pero si ahora solo sois mierda de...
Our lives, Witcher. We can't let Civic catch us.
Don't shit your pants. Sabrina saved us from the monsters. So what's one little Civic to her?
Habían 6 mierda de sumergidos. ¿Qué si no te hacen ni... Anda, vamos a recoger nuestra recompensa. Madre mía, qué vergüenza de soldados. Mira, este parece un puto necrófago cada vez que me acerco a él.
Still looking for coins. What else am I to do? This mist.
What do you want, Witcher?
¿Conoces al vendedor de reliquias?
There's a soldier by the inn selling scraps from Sabrina's execution site.
I know. The damn quartermaster. This business of his muddles the minds of the soldiers. Suddenly, everyone believes a splinter in your pocket will protect you in battle. Half-wits.
Tienen miedo.
After what happened here 3 years ago, it's no surprise they're terrified.
I'll tell you one thing, Witcher. In combat, I can count on my shield, my armor, and my comrades, if they still live. Many of those boys will die in Bergen, even with their pockets stuffed with mystical splinters that cost a silver piece each. I want them to be afraid. When steel hits steel, I want them to be alert, damn it. If they're dumb and put their trust in rusty nails and ashes, they won't have a hope in hell.
Joder. A ver, vamos a hacer una pausa y ahora seguimos hablando con él. Sed buenas, sed felices y enseguida volvemos. Chau, chau.